evening. Evening. Good evening, everybody. Happy Sunday. Good evening, everybody. Everyone who is live, and for everyone who will join in their now time, whenever that is on the replay. Good evening, good evening. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Dane. Hello, Amara. Hello, Delia, Rebecca. Blessings, beloveds. Blessings. Coming to the end of another week. Another week at warp speed. Woo! Time is absolutely schmangled and non-existent more than ever before. I feel like it's 2 days in between each candle talk. It's wild. Really, really, really in no time. We are in no time. And I'm sure many of you here agree. Wowzers. What a blessing and an honor again to be sharing this space. This space for landing, this space for softening, this space for holding ourselves and being held as well. Michelle says, sitting with the unknown at the moment, watching my head, telling me lots of stories about an uncomfortable, unknown situation. Fantastic. Don't we love it? Don't we just love that? It's the story for so many of us, huh? I've had the same in the last week. In a similar way that having no idea what all the emotions boiling up inside of me are about, but yet knowing they're about something, and just sitting in that unknown and feeling and observing and witnessing and being patient and trying to give the space that's needed in order for these things to arise and to not do too much and miss it, or in some people's case they might want to suppress or get busy, and not see it and feel it. But for myself and many others who want to know and try to do that inner work, it's necessary to take that space, and so hard to sometimes. We're so busy. So maybe that was my story, if there were any stories, was that I don't have the time when I do have the time, and we have the time always, if we make it, if we prioritize it, if we put our needs first, so that not that it's selfish, as we know, but many think it might be selfish, but it's actually so that we can be fully present, be fully there, be more than what we would be if we didn't honor that space and honor our needs. So yeah, rest and integration being the two words that came to mind before we went live here. It's been a nice big old topic in the last few days. Michelle says it head prioritizes itself. The head prioritizes itself more than anything in this world. Even when we tell it to be quiet, if we could, it will not. Resistance will not get that to keep quiet. Only the detachment and the acceptance of it, right? Allowing it to play as the little kid that it can be sometimes, not reacting, and then it gets bored and it stops, or it just quietens. Hmm. Yeah. In full vulnerability and authenticity, I can share that I'm not through this challenge of the week for me. Um, I am very grateful that I became aware of what it's around, which is giving more space and taking care of my needs. Um, but yet, of course, only time can. I still need to put it into action and stick with that and honor that and move through it. Would absolutely love to hear other shares and other challenges for the week. There is, as I said, those two words are two words that came to me as a slight direction, but of course, the space is for everyone to come and share and be heard and felt and witnessed and honored for whatever they're going through. Um, and it's a wild ride out there right now, so for sure, there's a lot happening, I'm sure. So feel welcome to share, and I will honor you and read out your comments. Michelle says, I heard when I was out today a child plaintively saying, why? How to explain this world to the bright ones? Hmm. Why? Why is everything the way it is? Hmm. So, yeah. So maybe a little bit on integration. It doesn't matter who you are or what lifestyle choices you have or what do you do for a living and where you live. We are all human beings, and we have such an intricate weaving inside of us of nerve endings of a heart with emotions and a mind with thoughts, and such a complex layered being that we are. um, we feel and sense a lot, consciously but also unconsciously, and we're always doing so much out there in life, whether it's anything from taking a class or going to work or going for lunch or having a conversation with a family member or preparing for a speech or job interview or or doing your self work, and um, and even a workout maybe. No matter what we're doing in life, these actions that we take are felt on so many levels beyond our conscious mind, and we're always moving from one thing to the other, and there's no moment of silence in between these things where we can really allow it to set in, allow it to be felt, allow it to sink in, allow ourselves just to come back to our center. And often these are the reasons why we can get caught up in our our daily lives, and we have triggers, and we get irritated, and we want to blame the world for everything being the reason why we don't feel okay with ourselves, right? But it's integration and taking pauses, as little as 5 minutes in between a busy day or a busy schedule, especially out there in the cities. Just taking 5 minutes in your car just to stop and breathe in between meetings or situations can be such a game changer. Such a game changer. Just allowing your mind to calm for a moment, for a moment, before you take on the next thing. Because there's so much information that's received in each meeting, each conversation, each situation in life, that we often forget these tiny little pieces of information that really can make a change to our lives, can cause us to be different the next time we have that conversation with that person, or the next time we approach a business meeting. We don't always have time to stop and take down notes. Of course, some people are really good with that, and they try and train themselves to whip out the notebook, you know, by the second, and write down the stuff that comes to mind. But even those people probably don't get all the thoughts. But these little moments of breaks, of breathing, of feeling, of coming back to our center is so, so important. Most important. We grow faster that way. We grow faster that way. Because we don't need to come around to those points again and again in order to take it in. We've taken it in fully that first time. We've honored that moment with that person. We've honored that meeting. We've honored that 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 moment, even with yourself, in personal activities, to take in the lessons, so we don't need to come back around to it. Not to mention, of course, when doing even more serious work on ourselves, self-development work and stuff like that, where you're really going through deep emotional processes and expansions in your energy capacity, and what you're able to hold and bring in. It's of course that's completely even more important. But I'm just highlighting how important it is, even in the most simplest of things. In that spaciousness, in that quiet. Not only can the things that were mentioned in your meeting or your moment drop in more to be held and remembered long term, but even other things beyond what was said, new ideas, new inspirations, have the space to drop in over and above what was shared in your meetings and activities. So yeah, it's wow. Can be difficult to make that time. I for sure can testify to that. Love to be on the go, love to flow, love to just be present in the moment and roll with what comes, and often I don't get the chances to have my moments of integration. Even the smallest of ones I can miss very often. But after this week, wow, it's really been ignited in me and remembered in me how vital it is, and I will be practicing that more and more. So yeah, let's see what's here on the chat, beloveds. I've been stepping more into trusting the intelligence of my many bodies. It's been a challenging but beautiful. Connecting deeper to Mother Earth. Aho, aho. And Mother Earth itself. What a master integrator, what a master recalibrator and rebalancer of our electromagnetic fields, huh? I love how you're even extending that to the higher intelligence of your many bodies and higher bodies as the multidimensional beings that we are. Aho. Hmm. Yeah. Thanks for the inspiration on that one. Going to be using that one for sure. Rebecca, today is a very powerful day for me. I will be going to say goodbye to a dear friend that only has days to live. He's having a celebration of life today. Wow, beautiful. Also, 2 years ago today, a woman who was like another mother for me passed away. Transitioned. My friend who is passing away now had a butterfly on his hospital door when I was there on Wednesday. He was talking with everyone in the room about death and rebirth. Ah, beautiful, beautiful. What a beautiful symbol of rebirth and transfiguration, that of a butterfly transforming from one thing to the next. Yeah, so-called death being such a sensitive topic for so many, and the essence of our soul transitioning into from the physical body into the infinite space of all that is, never gone, is something we can all remind ourselves in these sensitive times, and hold that knowing in your heart and hope that it is felt by those who are not so sure and not so aware that there is more to this physical life. more than this physical life, and that this is definitely not all of it. This is a moment in time, a grain of sand. Thank you for sharing, Rebecca. You are held in this sensitive time. Interesting how the year solar cycle has come back around with another freeing, another spreading of the wings of a beloved friend. I may share a little story on that actually. Over the past few years, I've been on my spiritual path and exploring more of myself and selves and multidimensionality and um, life on a greater scale. And I had a dear one of my best brothers transition about 2 years ago, or yeah, it was about 2 years ago, maybe 2.5 to 3. Um, and this was the first big transitioning of a loved one that I'd had for a while. And not long after this, my auntie passed away as well. But back to my friend, is that having explored more of these, more of life and more levels to life, and having seen the other side myself many times with plant medicine experiences, and really being opened, my perception really being widened and opened to that to that side. I really started to integrate and understand that there is more to life, and the true test usually comes when we're faced with the topic of death. And I was told that my friend had transitioned, and you know, I felt weird for a moment because I wasn't so sad per se, and I moved into a, a quiet moment with myself and hand on my heart, and connected with my friend and the memory of him, and I felt more close to him than ever before. And it was so strong and so profound that it was quite amusing in the most beautiful way. It felt incredible, but still kind of strange because I had never felt this before. So I ended up taking a candle and walking down to the beach. I wasn't living far from the beach then, and I went and lit a candle for him and sat on the beach, listening to the waves and meditating and honoring him and thinking about him. And the thing is, it was so much fun, and I was laughing with him at memories, and and it was like I also heard or imagined the things. Well, I say imagined, but I know that I heard it in some way, but it was like I was imagining what he would say, or I heard the things that he would say about things that were happening around me at the time, there in the 3D realm. Something would happen, and it's almost like I would hear a joke that he would share about that thing, and I would instantly laugh, like he was there, like we were talking. And it was the most beautiful evening, and I spent an evening with my friend who I hadn't seen in years, who was on a different continent than myself. But it was like we were there together. It was amazing and beautiful. And yeah, that was a real big shift in my life, because I realized that I had integrated and really know in my heart with contentment and with love that our loved ones are never gone. They're always there. And not long after that, my auntie passed away as well, and I actually got to share some conversation with her as well, which was interesting because the way she left had some complications, and I really felt her come to me and say her goodbyes and share her love, and it was really heartwarming. So yeah, never gone, simply transitioning. Yeah. The comments here. So beautiful, and thank you for sharing, dear bro. I had a similar experience when my grandfather transitioned 3 years ago. I suddenly felt deeply connected to him, more so than I could ever be in here. Yeah, amazing. That's beautiful. Such special, powerful moments. Yeah, yeah. Amara, thank you for sharing this. The same thing happened with Sherilyn, my friend and accountability partner, passed unexpectedly. I was heartbroken. Then she came to me and we had similar exchanges. Also with my grandmother, we had such clarity, more than in the physical world. Yeah, wow. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Yeah. Yeah, thank you guys for sharing that. Mm. It's hard to bring that up and share that perspective with people who haven't experienced that and still believe that this life is all there is. It's so tender, but it's something that I like. I so badly want to share with people, but I'm very aware that often we cannot. Um, yeah, everyone is at different stages and experiences, and we gotta respect that, of course. Rebecca says, I had connections to other loved ones on the other side too. Ah, too long of stories to tell. uh, yeah, it's lovely. Death is so-called death is absolutely not a scary thing or a horrible thing at all. You know, when one truly gets it, truly feels it, truly understands it, and has similar situations like we've shared here to as proof and to back it up, it becomes such a beautiful thing, such a liberating experience that I am not leaving anytime soon, that's for sure. But I am so excited one day to see where it leads from here. You know, it's such a interesting and exciting thought sometimes. But for sure, I ain't going nowhere for a while. Not yet. We can go there without transitioning from the physical body. With intention, with meditation. Yeah, so integration, transitioning, resting. Yeah, rest. How important rest is. I find the more I rest, not that I've given myself enough time to rest in the past while. But one thing that's so beautiful about that is that so many things drop in. So many things drop in, so much ideas, so much inspiration. So many people feel we have to work in order to develop ideas, but for me it's the opposite. When I rest, the inspiration and ideas drop in more than ever and better than ever as well. So yeah, resting. I hope everyone gives themselves all the rest they need so that you can do everything that you want to do better than you could ever have done it without the rest. Michelle says I had a niece who was stillborn. Every time I see her siblings, she is so strongly with them. And I say to them, if you need to call Charlie, and the children have had such comfort from this. Every time I see her siblings, she is so strongly with them, and I say to them, if you need her, call Charlie. And the children have had such comfort from this. Oh, beautiful. Oh, yes. That's amazing and beautiful. It's so important that we keep this channel open with the children and don't let it be shut down from society and closed up. Thanks for sharing, Michelle. That's beautiful. Gentleness and rest, powerful resources. Most powerful, right? Wow. Greetings, Rahazi. How am I today? I'm good. On this topic of rest and integration is something that's landing in for me again, as it does once every half a year. So I'm feeling good and I'm excited, and the more I rest the past 2 days, the more my heart opens, the more my head clears, the more inspiration drops in, the more I can breathe, the more I can be present for myself and others. But yeah, it's been a very tight week because I was just at the popping point before realizing what it was that I needed that I had not been giving myself. So deep resting and relaxing into this into this, and yeah, looking forward to some spaciousness within, and therefore spaciousness without, and more flow. So yeah. How are you feeling today, brother? How is rest and integration for you? Are you giving yourself the rest? Are we giving ourselves the time to integrate all the things that we're moving through in these powerful times? Another thing I mentioned earlier, Rahazi, was how it feels like 2 days in between each candle talk. It's like time is like completely malleable and playful and unreal, um, which maybe it is, but ever more present, ever more open to the infinite now that is always and forever, future and past now. Can be quite helpful when you need to draw from a conversation you had last week. It just feels like it happened just now. Yeah. Michelle says, yes, lots of sleep, integration, and changes since 777. Powerful energies. Oh, lovely. Yes. That 777 gateway. Another little tune. Another little singy song. To integrate everything we've just spoken about. A little tribute to our beloved loved ones that have transitioned, that we all shared about. A moment to bring them to heart, bring them into the space. This is a sacred space. This is a protected and safe space, and we welcome our beloveds and our ancestors. Yes. Let's do one for them. On the 444 UK time that Michelle has just shared, the chakra of the heart. Yeehaw! With green behind me, color of the heart chakra, bringing in the loved ones. We love you. Sorry, that was a bit audacious. Softer. Yes, I agree. So relatable. I feel like everyone could do with some resting. Rahazi says, yeah, absolutely. Not enough rest out there in the world. But they're waiting for everyone to choose it, huh? To honor themselves, to take care of their needs, themselves, their bodies. Sometimes I get very anxious and my mind is ruminating and I find it hard to relax. What helps you to relax? Do you use friend Mary J. Juana? By the way, I don't like these chords, so I'm going to try something else. I do not use beloved Mary J. Relax, nature, and just lying down, breathing, being present with the heartbeat. A little swim. Your name, feel into your heart, beloved ones, I feel you. Feel you in my heart. Spread your wings. Don't look back. We love you. Fly, fly. Always connected, always connected. My guitar playing is so shitty today. I am na-na-na-na-na. Na-na-na-na-na-na. We hold you in our hearts. We love you. We love you. Spread your wings and fly. Fly. Spread your wings and fly. Never gonna, never forgotten. La 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 la. In our hearts forever and ever. Oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, love you forever. Michelle, so wonderful to be with you too, sister. Yes, the random guitar. Thank you for acknowledging the beautiful random guitar. Rebecca on drums too. Amazing. Yes. Woo. Beautiful. The random guitar. I didn't pick the right strumming pattern, that's for sure. It was a bit confusing for my brain to keep track of that strumming pattern and the chords and the words. So, yes, 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 yes. Any last shares are welcome. May that song and that moment be heard and felt by all of our loved ones who have transitioned. They were here with us. Love you too, Rebecca. And I love you all, Amara. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. You're gonna start the guitar too, that's for sure. And we're gonna jam it out. Jam it out. We can do some random songs together. Michelle, thank you, love. Love you. Love you. So welcome. Always. 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 How have you been, Michelle? How was your week? Everyone share a challenge of the week. That could be nice. If you feel, if you choose. Just something that we can all acknowledge and hold you in our hearts for. Back to Rahazi's comment here about anxiety. Especially when the mind is going for it. Yeah, you know, grounding is the most important thing. I hope you got in touch with the brother that I connected you with, the sacred tobacco, the rape, great grounding tool, nature in all of its forms, really. Getting on the ground, getting the feet on the grass, grounding the body with the earth, and yeah, getting into the body, dancing, moving, getting out of the mind into the body is so helpful. So helpful, and dancing itself is just such medicine, isn't it? So yeah, sing, move, dance, get on the ground, on the earth, no shoes, and yeah. You mentioned Mary J. You know, it's not so good for an active mind. I feel personally, it kind of it's psychoactive, so it really does not help for that personally, and it does kind of interfere with the clear channel, the clear channel and your the purity of your energy. Yes, it's nature, but it's a bit of a it's a bit of a weird one. It's it can be sacred, sure it can. Sure it can. But are we smoking it in a sacred way? Not all the time. No, not most of the time. And not in the quantities that is medicinal. We usually smoke beyond that amount. Um, and also, we smoke so often that we don't really feel it once we smoke it in a small medicinal way. Maybe a bit of purification first and then come back to it. That could be an idea. So, trusting my body is a topic for the week. Nice, yes. Trusting the body. Thank you for that. The body's infinite wisdom that it has. And we're always getting in the way of it or not allowing it to do its thing that it knows how to do naturally more than anything. More than anything, the body is amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Speaking to the body as well, listening to the body, finding out what its needs are. Up and down, challenging to be in the heart when the head is so loud, Michelle says. Yeah, hear you, sister. Hear you, sister. Maybe some of the grounding ideas mentioned earlier could help. I know you love nature, so some more of that, some more movement, more wiggling, more dancing, more being in the body. Yes, that could be great. Yeah. Challenge of the week: ants in your bed. In my bed, Amara says. Well, her bed. Ants in my bed and the washing machine of surrender versus control. Oh, yeah, good one. Surrender and control. Controlling the surrender or surrendering the control. Rahazi, I challenge myself this week to pause and breathe more often, to slow down. Nice one, brother. Yes, yes. We hear you and we hold you and we hold space for your challenge, brother. Nice. I'll check in next week and see how that went. Pause and breathe more often, to slow down. You know, and it doesn't need to be 30 minutes of breath work. You could do it in the elevator. You could do it while in the bathroom. You can do it as often. You could even do it while standing in a queue. Just coming into the heart. Taking those breaths deep into the heart. Nice one. Yeah. Cannabis helped me wake up in my body. Yes, balance and developing a sacred connection is key. Allowed me to be Ben, understanding I was in a state of PTSD. Ben, not sure what you mean by that. Maybe it was a typo. But that's beautiful. Wow, it allowed you to be and understand that you were in a state of PTSD. Wow, amazing. In the washing machine and tumble dryer simultaneously. Michelle, nice one. Thanks for bringing up that that one again. I think you brought it up a few weeks ago. Really good. Simultaneously. Ah, see, not Ben. Got it. Allowed me to see and understand I was in PTSD. Hmm. Interesting. Very interesting. So the cannabis helped with that? Cannabis helped you see you were in a state of PTSD, or was it when you smoked too much you went into PTSD and the smaller quantities helped you see the difference? Hmm. But with that, I'll slowly bring it to a close. Yes, it allowed me to become calmer so that I could see that I was living outside of myself. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, everything can be medicine. I'm just personally done with the cannabis due to my own um, feelings that it gives me, and it's not vibing with me anymore, unfortunately. But I love her and I honor her so much, Mary Jane. What a beautiful, beautiful teacher and medicine. I do respect her, but I'm personally done with her. Um, so yeah, bringing it to a nice close on the topic of rest, integration, and those beautiful reminders of our loved ones who have transitioned and all who are going to transition. We hold you in our hearts, Rebecca, for the process that you're going through with that. Hmm. Taking some nice deep breaths together if you feel. Here's the first encouragement, Rahazi. Let's get the first one in the bag. That moment of breathing. Centering. Taking that moment for self. Feeling what emotions are present in you, what thoughts are most present, what concerns, what desires. Feeling your breath and your chest expand on the inhale, and on the exhale, allowing your chest to sink. Feeling yourself in your chair, on your bed, in your space. Bringing in what Aaron shared about trusting your body, feeling your body holding yourself, holding itself. It's alive, it's intelligent, it's there, it's holding us in every moment. Reminding ourselves and reminding our body that we trust it. We allow it to work its magic, to bring itself into balance and restoration. in these moments of pause and these moments of rest and during sleep, we allow it to do its magic. We don't get in the way. We know and remember its innate healing abilities, its infinite healing abilities. Feeling its intelligence in your cells, seeing if you can tap into that. Feel that life force and know that it will do everything it needs to do, everything that we need, it will do naturally, just by taking that space, taking that rest, taking that time for integration in and amongst the chaos and the busyness. If you feel, to also just hug the body for a moment. Tell yourself out loud or in your head that I love you so much, body. My precious, precious body. You're amazing. You're amazing. A few little kisses if you feel. Just bringing in that self-love. And again, that building that trust in the body and empowering the body to do its thing. Really giving it that love and affection. Maybe spoil yourself this coming week with a nice massage. I'd also like to bring in what Aaron said about trusting all of your bodies as well, your higher bodies as well, acknowledging them, allowing them to be present, not only in a meditation or not only in a ceremony or not only in a moment of silence, sitting and acknowledgement, but allowing them to be present in your day-to-day, allowing them to work through you. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love it. Breath is so serene and brings so much peace every time. So much peace, yes. It is life itself. The breath. Sacred, 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 sacred. Most sacred. Without it, what is this experience? There's no experience without our breath. Whether we're breathing consciously or unconsciously, it's still needed. Otherwise, there's no experience in this physical form. So yeah, love you all. See you next week. And be good to yourselves, kind to yourselves, soft with yourselves. And do something for yourselves to honor your body, honor your mind, honor your heart. Take the time, rest, integrate as much as possible in between things, even if it's 10 minutes, just that present conscious moment that this is my 10 minutes for myself. That conscious assertion of that little bit of time is can make the biggest difference. I love you all. Bless you all. Bless you, sweet one, also, Amara. Thank you. And have fun. Have fun. Enjoy. Bye bye. Don't take life too seriously, everybody. Have those moments of play, always. Always. From my heart to yours. Siaran tayaku rutuku jieniamakat ai hikiatasar orontu kujutu inia akaya karitiliet. Sanduru kutuak ayama ara sheliet ti jutu tututu at ayakar as. Marut hundiete alia karaya soro shundia kerian en sheria kalai ara sokutua arian ar. Kelete shutu utu kienya mare tiekek utu kua ar. Sanduku shiki ingia karaya kat eliatai. Mian aront uat ayaka eyamakuar. Aya si shienda sakurutu ak eliat ayat kur kutukua ay. Yamiat yakotua asia shaliata andia kotur. Ayakat eshienda seareto tutua kataya. Salutu rushutukuar ayakat esh. Sariene ayakator ulukiat ay. Happy Sunday. Rest well, dear ones. Bye bye.